breakdancing, what was added to the Olympics in 2018, from what I can see, is now being taken off for the 2028 Olympics because of one person. Her name is Raygun, or Raygun. That is what this video is about. I know I'm late to this. TikTok's blown up about it, and I know a lot about it. I know way more than I need to know about this lady, but I haven't sat down and watched the video. I've just seen people react to it on TikTok, so I am going to actually watch the performance, and then watch interviews and just see what I can find over on YouTube right now and TikTok, and just see what I can, like, pull and see what I can say about it, because this is a fun story, and I don't see anyone talking about it as much as they should. Everyone on TikTok's talking about it, but YouTube, I feel like I've seen nothing. So, that's what this video is. Yeah. If you guys have seen my other videos for reactions, I mean, there's 2, so, like, it's not that many. But, like, if you guys have seen it, and you notice the background is different, I moved back into school this past week, and, that's why this is all different. And, yeah. So, I'm kind of doing this in replacement of a gaming video, because the Wi-Fi's kind of bad. So, yeah. Definitely like or comment if you want to see more of this. I don't know why I keep pointing in the background, but definitely say if you want more of this. Because, yeah, I need to figure out the Wi-Fi stuff first. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the regular point. If you don't know who I'm talking about, if you've lived under a rock and you have no idea who I'm talking about, watch this video. It's a short one. I won't say anything about it. But this is the viral videos that's been going around about her. So, yeah. So that's Raygun. That's the video. I know the video that I chose was kind of bad, but I wanted one that showed the clips that were going viral. So it's not the full video. If you want to, go look it up. I've seen it now, but there's not really that much more to show for it. But that's basically the main points, though. In that video, the one that I just showed, they're the main, like, parts that have been lambasted completely and, like, shot her into such a public eye, and that's honestly why I feel bad for her, because she went to the Olympics. The last thing she thought that was going to happen was how much hate she got. So, like, that's kind of why I'm making this. I honestly just want to research everything that shows whatever, because I don't know really anything of the situation. I know there are rumors that she might have manipulated a bunch of people, but I honestly don't know if that's true or not. I know they're rumors. But that's all TikTok talks about, and I just want to see if it's all true. So I'm just going to read a bunch of stuff and then say my opinions about it. Yeah, but we're going to start off first with her breaking silence video, because I honestly thought some parts were funny. Yeah.
G'day, this is Raygun. Listen, I need to just respond to a lot of the haters.
Oh, that is the wrong clip. Wait, hold on. That is the wrong clip. Hold on, I gotta
start by thanking all the people who have supported me.
I found the right video of her breaking her silence.
I really appreciate the positivity, and I'm glad I was able to bring some joy into your lives. That's what I hoped. I didn't realize that would also open the door to so much hate.
So, saying she didn't understand the hate. Or not understand the hate, but, like, doesn't know why, didn't expect it, basically. And I can back her up on that. There's a lot of things out here that, like, anytime someone's ever gotten canceled, clearly they get canceled for just not knowing, right? And she, we've never heard of her before. It's not like she's a known break dancer. I don't know any break dancers, to be honest. But, like, it's not like if you were talking to someone about breakdancing, 2 weeks ago, her name would have never came up. And that's why, like, there's so much hate going towards her. It's because, like, where did she come from? Like, no one knows where she came from. And, like, the way she's breaking her silence and just saying, like, I didn't get the hate, it could go either way, in a way, because, like, on one way, she probably didn't think she was going to get any hate, but then on the other way, like, what's the other points of the story? Like, when you say you don't understand the hate, because, like, if you really want to think about it, when Logan Paul got canceled, he also said he didn't really understand it in a way. Like, he understood he did something bad and fucked up, but it's only till after the fact when they realize, and that's kind of why the rumors started spreading and why these things started coming out about her that could or could not be true.
Which has frankly been pretty devastating. Well, I went out there and I had fun. I did take it very seriously. I worked my butt off preparing for the Olympics, and I gave my all, truly. I'm honoured to have been a part of the Australian Olympic team and to be part of breaking's Olympic debut.
So I've started to look things up while making this. I'm really doing everything in one go. I really wanted to just like blindly react to things. And I've read a couple articles now. It just seems like Australia doesn't have like any foundation for breakdancing. And the couple people that did make it to the qualifiers, they only had like 15 people in the qualifiers anyway. That seems really small to me. Especially when I know like other sports it's in the hundreds probably. I mean, I don't know the exact numbers for things, but I would assume, swimming everywhere, not everywhere, but in most places has probably a huge team. And like making it to the Olympics as a swimmer is probably way harder than breakdancing in certain countries, certain areas, whatever. So when she comes out and says, like, I did try my hardest, I could totally get behind that because it's what she's done for the last 16 years. She's 36 now. All the articles I read said she started at 20. So for 16 years, I mean, if that's really the best person that Australia could put up there, there's not really a reason for the hate for the individual, right? Because she made it. She did qualify. She made it to the Olympics, which is why the hate is kind of absurd in certain ways. Because now there's rumors saying that people, like, she manipulated her way into it. And from what I can tell, none of that happened. Like, there are multiple articles saying that it did happen, but there's so many more articles in the last, like, 3 or 4 days. Today's the 20th. So the last, like, 3 or 4 days, it's really shown that she didn't do anything wrong. It's just that Australia doesn't have a big breakdancing community, so they just put her up to be involved with that so she could represent Australia in that area.
Bit of a fun fact for you. There are actually no points in breaking. If you want to see how the judges thought I compared to my opponents, you can actually see the comparison percentages across the 5 criteria on Olympics.com. All the results are there.
I do really like that she said to look at the point criteria and stuff, and there are, technically speaking, there's no points in breakdancing. She is right with that. It's divided by like 5 categories from what I can see, like creativeness, productivity, personality, like there's a bunch of them. I don't know all 5. But there's like 5 categories, and so how they rank them is like by what each individual judge like wants. Like if she did really good in the creative part, which to be fair, out of all of the categories, I think the creative one really shined the most, because she really did do everything original. You really didn't see anything from like traditional breakdancing in her performance. So when you like think of it in like that way, that she scored 0, technically she didn't, but at the end of the day, she did go like for each round 2-0, which is not good. Like 2 meaning the other person had 2 points and she had 0. Because technically there's points, but the way they actually calculate it, there's no points. So it's weird. Like, I agree with her, but at the same time I don't, because she did lose 3 times. There was nothing saying that, like, oh, she tied this one and the Olympics are twisting it. Like, no, there's nothing like that. She did lose 3 times. It's just how they calculate it's a little weird. And, like, I like that she said it, but at the same time, it doesn't really help her case. Because, yeah, it's kind of just a mess of how they point it in the Olympics. And considering it's so new, Like, it's a bad first go at the end of the day. That's what it is. It's a bad first go.
I'm going to be in Europe for a few weeks for some pre-planned downtime, but I'd really like to ask the press to please stop harassing my family, my friends, the Australian breaking community, and the broader street dance community.
Knowing she has to ask for people to stop harassing her is like, no one deserves this hate, especially for something like this. It's not like she went out and, like, killed 5 people and was like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I didn't know that was illegal. Like, no. She didn't do anything wrong. It's just how the performance came about is how everyone is just, like, outraged about this. To be honest, this happens every 4 years. Like, the Olympics happens every 4 years. Why are we getting uptight about one category and one specific person? Right? Like, 2 days prior to that, that guy from Turkey with the gun with no armor whatsoever, whatever the hell they use, that whole story, which was way more interesting, completely went away. I have not heard a single thing from him since. Like, he was popular for, like, 2 days, and then the breakdancing thing happened, and everyone put their attention on that. So, like, there's more things about the Olympics than just the breakdancing bit. Obviously, that was the one that shined more, because all of these rumors came out about it. But, like, she doesn't actually deserve the hate. Like, there's no need for the hate for her. Like, there's no need for it. It's just a bad thing that shouldn't have happened to her. Like, it really is. It's something, like, she was brought to represent Australia, and, like, because of how small the breakdancing community is in Australia, that's kind of where it, like, gets nerve-wracking. Like, Australia could have easily just been like, okay, yeah, we're just not going to put anyone for breakdancing. You don't have to do every sport. Like, the Olympics isn't forcing anyone to do, like, you know, breakdancing or, like, swimming. Or no one's forced to do everything. But they wanted to be involved, and they put her up. So the hate shouldn't really be on her. It should be on the committee from the Australians, like, panels of the qualifiers and everything there. That's where the hate should really go, not towards the person just trying to be there and represent their country. At the end of the day, I honestly think it's just really sad that, like, as soon as some articles started coming out saying that the rumors are false, no one on TikTok has talked about that. Like, everyone were so quick to say, oh, she's awful, she's, why did they even pick her? Why did she manipulate her way through that? Like, everyone made all these videos about that, and then these articles start coming up, literally in the last 4 days, have started to come up about that she didn't do any of that. None of that happened. These are rumors, and all these articles are saying that, and no one is saying anything now. It's trying to get put under, which is so bad. Like, how the internet has probably, in a way, obviously mentally hurt her, but, like, maybe physically in a way, but mainly mentally hurt her, and, like, there are people from Australia that made videos that tell her not to come back to the country. Like, that's really fucked up. There's people in Europe now saying, like, we don't even want you here to do your little vacation, like, just go back home. Like, no one really wants her anywhere now. Like, that's so bad. When in reality, all she did was just try to represent someone who was represent her country that was just putting her up to try at the end of the day. Like, the same thing could happen in any other country. Like, the U.S. could put someone up there in, you know, gymnastics, and, like, they could completely fall. But since gymnastics, I guess, is more known in the Olympics, they probably would just get brushed under as just like, oh, they just sucked this year. But in 4 years, they'll come back. But since, like, breakdancing's so small in Australia, this, like, they shouldn't have even put anyone up for that category. They really shouldn't. That's what it comes down to. It doesn't come down to Raygun. It comes down to the country that put her up and, like, made the qualifiers and made only 15 people allowed to even try out for the qualifiers. So she clearly did something right to be put up there. And I don't think the manipulating thing is true. Like, I've read now probably about 30 articles saying that it's false. And the articles now that were saying that she manipulated, I can't even find. Like, you just have to really search. Like, the only place that they really pop up first is, like, if you search it up in Google and search up exactly, did Raygun try to manipulate the Olympics? And then the, like, people also search for, that's the only section that, like, really shows that that might be an option. It doesn't even show in, like, the regular searches, like, to click a link. It doesn't even show anymore. So to end this video, I don't think she deserves the hate she's gotten. I really don't. I don't think any of the rumors are true. Obviously, they're just rumors, so I don't think we'll ever fully know if they're true or not. But personally, I don't think they're true. I've read now 100 articles to, like, try to see if it might be true, but the ratio of maybe true and, like, definitely not true is so much more. Like, I don't think they're true at all. I think, if anything, she shouldn't get the hate. Maybe the committee for the Australians, like, breakdancing stuff might or should get a little more hate, considering they put someone up there and it went so bad that they had to cancel that sport for the future Olympics, which is 2028, which I also don't think is right. I think they should just look into breakdancing as a whole and maybe figure out a different point system and not just, like, throw someone up like Australia did, because that is how it comes across. It looks like they didn't have anyone, so the first, person to come out, and they were just like, oh yeah, you go. Oh, we don't really need to see what you can do. You did fine in the qualifiers. You could go, which is how it comes off. So, I guess to wrap up this video, she doesn't deserve the hate. I don't think Australia deserves the hate either, but I think if anyone deserves it, it's whatever committee even let her try out for it. Unless they truly thought she was, like, good enough to really pull weight. But, yeah. But honestly, I don't think she deserves any of the hate. She doesn't deserve the death threat she's getting. There was a petition going around that now currently has, like, 500K signatures to get her to, like, I don't even know what it was for. It was literally just for a hated petition, basically. And, like, she didn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve any of this. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the main point of this video. If you guys stuck around this long, thank you for watching. I don't do this a lot. I mean, I like reacting to things. I honestly like blind reacting to it, because I just honestly made this opinion while I was recording. It's taken a couple hours to do it like this, but I honestly liked doing it. But yeah, if you guys stuck around till this long, hey, consider subbing. I hate asking about it, but, this is how every person ends a video. So, hey, like, comment, and subscribe, But if you really did like this, like, comment what you might want to see me maybe react to. Again, like, I did move into my school, and the Wi-Fi is, like, horrendous here right now. I'm trying to fix it. So if there's a lack in, like, the gaming part, that is the reason. But yeah, other than that, like, have a good day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever the hell you're from, and, see you then.